Am I the asshole for giving my daughter a house and not my son? Can't edit title sons. I own 2 homes, the one I live in is in a nice area and I plan on dying there. The second one was my mother's and it needed work, but it is a very nice home. I made it clear that I will reward the kids if they helped me fix it up. I have 1 daughter and 2 sons. I truly though my sons would help out, but they didn't even when I asked. My daughter to the other hand went full force into fixing the home. At one point I just gave her the keys and told her I trusted her. The whole thing helped us bond more than ever and she learned a ton of skills. I think she tossed herself into this project to distract her from her ex. Anyways, it took about 1 year of doing work each weekend and the home is looking great. Originally I was going to sell and give everyone that helped the money from the sale, but she is the only one that helped. I know she was looking for a house and this spot is almost perfect, close to work, good area, not far from her friends and family. I decided to give her the home. I called her down and had all the paperwork. She was excited and happy. Now I am getting shit from my 2 sons about giving her a home. I made it clear that they didn't help, so why would get anything from that house? They have both called me a jerk. That I am a jerk for giving her a $700K home and that they got nothing at all. For my sanity, please look at the comments before asking a question that has already been answered. Edit, please read the comments. If no one helped, none of them would have gotten money. I made it clear they would get a large amount of money if they help. So the house was divided between your children in direct proportion to the amount of effort that was put into it by each, and they all had a roughly equal opportunity to help out. Not the asshole. Reminds me of the story of the chicken and the bread. Chicken asked for help at every stage of making the bread and nobody helped, but when the bread was made everyone wanted some. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Your home to do with as you like. Putting in every weekend for a year is a lot of work and your sons are resentful now that they see the reward was worth it. Edit extra word. Not the asshole, though I can see why your sons are upset. They could have helped. Also, you didn't give her a $700K home. You gave her what it could have sold for prior to all the work. The extra equity she earned by doing the work. Not the asshole. Buy your sons a copy of the Little Red Hen book. Maybe I'm weird and in closer proximity to my parents, but if my dad called me up and said there's a house to work on, I would have already agreed to help him, assuming there's no more reward than the pizza and beer he's bringing. Not the asshole. You were very clear. Whomever helps will be rewarded. Your sons did not help, your daughter did, and sounds like she put in a ton of effort into it as well. As far as I would be concerned, she earned that home. Work hard, be rewarded, do nothing, get nothing. Your sons should understand that now, so it is also a good parenting lesson. I would tell them that you're disappointed in them for not helping and that this should be a lesson to them. Not the asshole, you have to play to win. Nta, she worked on the house with little to no help. She earned it. Mom, tell the kids she needs help. She tells them she will make it worth their while. The sons can't be bothered, not even once. The daughter, on the other hand, jumps in and gets her hand dirty. Great call, Mom, not the asshole. Hopefully your sons will learn something from this. Not the asshole, all kids had an opportunity to help, only one did. One put in a solid chunk of her year fixing it up. There is no way your sons didn't know she was doing it, so they chose not to help every time they heard of some work being done there. Even if you ignore all of that, it's yours to do as you please with. Not the asshole. Ask your sons why they feel entitled to something they actively refuse to help with, even when asked. It's not like you came out of pocket and bought her a house. You passed on a house to her that was given to you, because she worked very hard on it. Your sons need to get their heads out of their asses. Not the asshole, your sons seem not to understand that this is their own fault. No idea why they feel so entitled to what you have. Your daughter worked with you for a year to get a reward that you never specified in the post at least, while the boys did nothing. You don't owe them a thing since they didn't lift a finger. Not the asshole, where the OP was vague in telling her children what the reward was, only the daughter stepped up and helped. Her two sons couldn't even be bothered. They can kick and scream all they want, but OP made the right choice in handing the keys over to her daughter because she actually put in the time and work to fix up the house. Not the asshole. Your sons chose not to help. Doesn't matter if they had other obligations, they could have arranged days off, weekends, etc. Decent families help each other out without a promise of financial gain. Have you always spoiled or favored your sons? They are the R's. Snagging financial windfalls is not a game. Your daughter put in the work. Not the asshole, your daughter clearly put her heart and effort into the home for almost an entire year while your sons did absolutely nothing. Your sons have nobody to blame but themselves. Not the asshole. I understand your point. Basically, the second home needed work, a fixer. Those siblings that did work on the home would benefit from it directly when sold. Only your daughter did any work, so instead of selling it you signed it over to her. She put in about 40+ weekends fixing that home while her brothers did nothing. They are all adults and knew the deal. I know you altered it some by giving her the home, but she is the only one who did the work. Even under the original terms she would have received 100 of money because she did all the work. Don't your sons sound like entitled brats? Not the asshole, she worked hard for a year to make the home worth what it is. Their disinterest in helping out even knowing they would be rewarded is not your or your daughter's fault. Not the asshole, daughter is smart, sons are idiots. You made it clear those who helped would reap the benefits, they definitely aren't entitled to be given the house or money from it. Not the asshole, your money, your decision. Not the ape reminds me of Aesop's fable about the hen who asked for help planting corn, and nobody showed up until it was time to eat. Not the asshole, you were clear from the start. I would bet that your sons were also aware their sister was doing this work with you on the house. Them expecting something for nothing doesn't make you an AH, and the fact that she's earned through working on the house her grandmother owned is a fantastic way to keep it in the family. Your sons are facing a classic case of FAFO, and your daughter sounds awesome. Haha, not the asshole, your sons seem to think they will be given things on a silver platter. I guess they learned something. Not the asshole, she did the hard work, she gets the reward. They all have full-time jobs. None of them have children. They all live in driving distance and one is half an hour further than the other. You told them that they would be rewarded, didn't specify how. Only your daughters stood up and did the job, without knowing what the reward would be. Your sons have no right to come crying afterwards as they now know what the reward turned out to be. Not the asshole. Not the asshole, they had plenty of opportunities to help out, even after she started she earned that house. Not the asshole, who will help me grind the corn? Not I said the. Not the asshole, you made a deal with your kid's daughter is the only one that took you up on it, period. Not the asshole. You rewarded your daughter for stepping up and helping to preserve the house. Your sons can kick and scream all they want and you should say it's done. Don't keep explaining and justifying why you made the choice you did, they know your reasons. They got nothing from the house because they contributed nothing. Not the asshole, your daughter worked hard and was rewarded by you without asking. Your sons did nothing and got the prize they earned, nothing. Not the asshole, your daughter helped even without knowing you would give the house to anyone who would help. So she was genuine when she was helping you. Plus, why would you sell it after renovating it with your daughter, right? Your sons wanted free cash doing nothing, good thing they got no money no house now. Info: how clear were you that the reward for helping with the house would be the house percentage of what it sold for? Not the asshole. You told them what was up, they chose not to help. It doesn't matter what exact details you told them, and as time went on, and your daughter put all the work in, the plans on what to do changed. They can be upset, but the fact is, they were all given the same information and only one of them decided to act on it. Your sons are just bitter that there are consequences to their actions, or in this case, lack of actions. They knew they wouldn't get anything for not helping. Let them be pissy. Not the asshole. Sweat equity is a real investment. Not the asshole. Your decision is based on respect for a job well done.